Got trying to snatch out my soul. Yeah. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders. Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And off we go in our nation's capital. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down 10 at the 31-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Matt Gay on
Gay's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Right 80. Right side.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready?
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ground.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Open man is Noah Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Now Daniels. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's go. Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On one, ready? Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return is Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
11,
Now it's Burrow. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go. Stop. Ready. 11 MT. Take. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Commanders 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27th. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have yet again retaken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it'll begin here with a run by Brown. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 180.
Now Burrow. as he throws there, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Open man is Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Can. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Gun.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go. White 80. White shot.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Gun. Shot. 12. 80. 11. Shot.
From the 27, Burrow going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Hey, can.
And Burrow
keep it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop! Stop!
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Down to the 10. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
11 MT.
Brooks is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Flush to his right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's another down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Okay, ready? Come on, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a three-point lead.
This makes the score. Commanders 31, Bengals 28.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter program and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From midfield now, Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. And that's incomplete.
That's not the coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they work this out past the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Back to 60, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here's Tressway now. As as he'll punt it away for the second time. Jones on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They got his man complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
11. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Stop. 180.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Second down, goal to go.
Here we go. 180. 11. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
This is caught. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
12. 42. Stop.
Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Panthers 2. Cougar 9.
Now Daniels. Pass complete, Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here now, 3rd down.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.